why do we come back to this conversation every week? What's the point?
Yeah. That question too.
Yeah, that's a question.
It wasn't a rhetorical question, it was an actual question. There's a few reasons, isn't there? There's the reason we speak about a lot, which is for doing it for what Mike did. So in any way possible, if we can, in a tiny, small way, as you said at the beginning, first episode, whatever, if one person takes some benefit from it, then it does its job. And we're doing the thing that Mike did and carrying his conversation forward, all that sort of stuff. So that's one big motivator for us. I think we've got a few motivators, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's not just one. That was the core sort of kernel of why we do it at the core. It's a conversation you started, we're carrying on. Then why we keep coming back to it each week. The second one will be for us. So with that, I think I would be potentially quite isolated in terms of talking about it if we didn't have this. Of course, we could meet up outside of recording it and not do it. But the reason why we record it is because it might be helpful. So it's like a 2 birds, 1 stone type thing. So I think in terms of speaking to someone directly who's got not exactly the same experience, but knows Mike as the friend and I know him as the brother, we get to learn about Mike from those different two perspectives. And then we have it scheduled in each week that we talk. So perhaps if we didn't have this, or we made a commitment to ourselves and gone all in and saying we're going to release this every week, it's the type of thing that you could just go, oh, we'll see you next week, or I'm not busy, I'm busy, then I can't do it. It sort of sets it in the diary that we have a scheduled time to talk. So I know for sure for me, back on the last, 13 now? Is this 13?
13 episodes.
It's a lot in it there. So we have done what we said we'd commit to doing.
Yeah.
I find that it comes to like midweek Thursday, I'm looking forward to this chat on a Saturday. At the end of it, I feel like I've had some sort of therapy session. I feel good for it. It's especially versus if it was just me in my flat on my own, chilling out, whatever. So in that sense, it's like that's why. And then I suppose the other one would be like the types of messages we get from people as well, which is the odd little one here comes in here and there of like how much it's helped, or little voice notes from people we don't really know that well, saying thank you for sharing, things like that. And it just feels good to do it. So it keeps that motivation going, I suppose. I suppose those are the messages that we hear as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what percentage of people would do that. Now, I'm not saying that we're doing this as some sort of grandiose, we're going to help and change the world and all that sort of stuff. It's just a nice byproduct of what we're doing. But I think us coming back to it's probably the two core things is doing what Mike did and putting stuff out there to try and carry on what he did. And then from my side, I find it's really helpful to have the weekly conversations. And also, actually, because we're recording them as well, I just randomly looked back at one of the first ones of the day. And a bit of like, it's like almost like an elongated video diary, where we've got like a diary entries each week of how we've been doing. And you can see the conversation changing. So like at the beginning, it was like the shock phase, and we were like really so early. We were like 30 days, 40 days in. And now the conversation's just evolving, and you can see the journey in that sense. I think that's really valuable for us as well, like to look back on, like imagine in 10 years time or a year's time or whatever, we can look back and see how we were doing at certain parts. So I think there's a few reasons for that. And there was one other reason, but I forgot. Oh yeah, I just, because I've been posting obviously as well. I post on my separate like YouTube channel as well. I posted a short the other day. You know when I mentioned about the little comments and messages we get? I posted a short and someone commented underneath saying, it's really strange how I found this short when I needed it the most. And it you just sort of see that and you're like, that's a stranger just putting that on there. Yeah. So that gives you that extra bit of, okay, we're We're not sort of just putting it out there into the ether and no one's hearing it. So that it just makes you feel nice as well. But I think ultimately, as I said, like the things that are said there in terms of how it's helping me is probably the key one.